Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on something that I've talked on this quite a few times already. I'm positive I've done a podcast episode talking about it, but I have made posts about it on social media. I have made videos about it on YouTube. And I guess, if people, overall, I guess to give a more longer thought out answer and stuff on why I don't, take in reaction requests anymore. And I'm for certain I've talked on this. But I guess, occasionally I am going to have to talk on it because, I know I'm still a small YouTuber and I know I still got a lot of growing to do with YouTube. And the thing is, it's man, it's annoying when I'll be promoting another YouTuber when reacting to them, but people will just see past that and be like, react to this guy. And I'm like, fam, I just feel like that's disrespectful to the YouTuber that I'm reacting to, where I'm trying to promote them on, because it's like going to a movie premiere of a Marvel movie and you're there promoting the DC movie. They should do something, you're going to go see Captain America, and they're all like, they should have Batman and Captain America, and it's like, fam, those are two different, that's not even underneath the same production. So, that's, my thing is, and even if it is, it's let's sit down and discuss, because I'm gonna, get into details on why I'm even mentioning this, but it's talk on what's going on in the movie. If we're watching Captain America, the discussion should always be Captain America, unless we're talking on other things that Captain America can relate to, who will be another superhero compared to Captain America, or who will be another, then it's okay, I feel like will open up that door for other things to be brought up and to be mentioned, because then I feel because the majority, I think everybody knows how conversations work, right? I feel like with all of these years and generations and just all these just people that exist, I'm positive and I am 100% sure this is how the majority of conversations go. Two people or a group of people, they're sitting down. Let's say they're talking on MacBooks, right? So everybody's just talking on what they know about MacBooks, and they're all then I feel like at some point in time, somebody will be like, hey, there's this one computer that does kind of remind me of a MacBook. And then that's how that conversation becomes it starts with the MacBook, and then it just becomes this big, just giant tree of just multiple topics. Multiple topics. That is literally how conversations work. So I'm saying with me in videos, and just getting back onto, put myself in this, in this scenario, right? I post a video. There's so many things you can talk on. And then there was a comment that somebody left, and I was like, I can tell that they're brand new to my videos. They must have subscribed because of somebody that I was reacting to on a regular basis. And the thing is, I have no problems or issues with the people that I react to. I had to say, I don't talk with them, but I had to say that there's nothing that's came up, or there's nothing that I've heard, or nothing that's been said to where you don't want to react to those guys anymore. It's not the case. I will react to any YouTuber that I'm a fan of, but at times I want to widen out my variety and react to other things. But no, so this guy leaves this comment. He's trying to tell me my reasoning for reacting, because all I want people to do is engage in the video. But he's telling me, he's arguing with what I'm saying, and then at the same time telling me my reasoning for it is wrong. And I'm like, fam, how are you gonna, if that's how I feel, how are you gonna tell somebody how to feel about something? That's things that I just don't understand. That's like going to go see a sad movie, but then there's somebody telling you, oh, you shouldn't be sad, you should be laughing. Fam, if that movie had brought out that crying emotion out of me, how are you gonna... It's things like that where I'm like, please, it's literally a pet peeve. If somebody tells me how I feel, I'm like, fam, are you in my body right now? No, you are not. So how are you gonna tell me how I feel about something? It's things like that where it's yes, you're, because the thing is I had to say recently, and I had to say this has probably been for some time now, not even recently, it's been for some time. I try to step away from arguments. I try not to argue with people. It seems like every time when I argue with people, it's like a battle until death. Like that person wants to do everything in their power to be right. And me, I'm like, fam, I'm just trying to throw like haymakers and just end the conversation, just end the argument. Like, I don't care whether I win or lose. I'm just trying to say the one thing that's just gonna end the whole argument. And it's like, fam, I try so hard. And that's like one of the main reasons why I really don't. I'm like not as active, like, or I don't post like debatable things on social media unless it's like something that it's like, oh, okay, you know, it requires a debate, like it requires a conversation. And I'm like, all right, cool, chill. But at the end of the day, I'm not looking for right and wrong when I am debating with people. Like, if we're talking on our favorite foods, I'm not going to argue with a person on what their favorite food is. You see what I'm saying? But it's like people will try to argue with me about my favorite foods. And it's like, I don't get that. I don't get that conversation. I don't get that, you know, arrangement of that discussion and stuff. Like, if your favorite food, let's say if your favorite food is pizza and I say my favorite food is fries and somebody's just all like, why fries? No, you should like something. It's stuff like that where it's like, don't tell me what to like and what not to like and how I feel about something and how I shouldn't feel about. Like, no, I ain't hearing none of that. Because my thing is this. You sit down and you have this like well thought out paragraph, comment, whatever it is. Do you think anything is going to change after you've typed up whatever you typed up or said whatever you need to say, whether you're talking to a person face to face or talking to a person online? Do you think anything is going to change? Because this is why I say nothing will ever change. If things would have changed, then fam, how come like racist people online, how come they haven't stopped being racist? Like, you can tell a person to stop being racist. You can tell a person the consequences of being racist. They're still going to be racist. Unless they have some life-altering event that goes down in their life where it opens their mind and opens, like, you know, why what they're doing is wrong. That's the one and only time when they'll change. It's something that requires that person to change. But other people cannot change a person. You can't. It's not possible. It's like the one thing that's like people always will like, you know, even if they try to like take credit for your change, it's like, fam, you're not controlling that person's brain. You're not controlling that person's, you know, whatever it is. It's that person that is putting the time and the effort to change. So that's like one of the number one like reasons on why, like, if there is anybody out there where you're taking credit for another person's, unless they give you that credit, that's the one and only time that they that you take credit for something. But if not, it's like, fam, there's absolutely nothing that you can say or do to a person to cause them to change. Like, I'm saying, you can motivate a person to change. That's it. That's the only thing that you can do is motivate them to change. But other than that, it's like, it's up to that person. It's up to that person to make that move or make that final move or make that first move. Whatever it is, it's always going to be up to that person. You cannot force. Because then if that's the case, then it's like, yeah, then at that point, you do have control over that person. But I'm going to make it clear. And I'm always going to be 100% about this. I'm always going to be as honest as I possibly can be with this one particular thing. There is not going to ever be a day where people control what my narrative is on what I'm talking, on what I'm saying. However I feel about something, that's how I feel. There is not going to be one single person, one single comment, one single video, even a group. It could be the whole entire world. However I feel about something, fam, that is how I'm going to feel. Because, okay, so let's say if, all right, you write out this long thought out comment about why I should take in reaction requests. And then it's this like public outrage across the whole world where I have all these people attacking me and stuff. Okay, so it's like, I come out in the video, I'm all like, alright, so I didn't realize how many people I've offended, so I guess I'll, you know, go back to taking in reaction. That's usually how it goes. It's usually like this big, like, uproar and big, like, you know, even then, the person is still going to have their feelings on, they're still going to feel the same way they did. Only to just get people off their back, and only to just make things safer for them, they're just going to come out, say, oh yeah, it's like, unless that person honestly means that stuff, then that's the one only time you can believe that. But if a person, that's why when you see a lot of times, like, let's say for an example, that React channel where they were like, old people react, kids react, teenagers react, adults infants, whatever it is. But remember when they were trying to copyright the word react and reactions and all that stuff? And remember how like big and crazy and stuff that whole situation got? Like, I'm pretty sure that if not, it's like, you go look it up because it was crazy. But I'm pretty sure if that thing didn't get that public outrage than it did, a lot of us wouldn't be able to be doing reaction videos right now, or our videos will be getting copyright claimed by the React channel. But it was like, it was this big giant uproar because it was like, fam, how are you going to control what we're doing? That just doesn't make any sense. There's a lot of people I feel like on the internet where they love to have control over people. And I'm like, that's one thing that I've always said ever since I started taking YouTube seriously. Nobody in this world is gonna have control over me, my content, anything that I say or do. I don't care what it is, okay? Unless I decide to change whatever I'm doing or do the same exact thing, it's my decision. It's always going to be my decision. So that's why when they come to me, when I make videos, or if I'm talking about this stuff where I'm like, I don't take reaction requests no more, because for one, it's like people are not, like having a discussion or talking on the video that I'm posting and things. They want to talk on all these other content creators, and it's like it's no disrespect to those other content creators, but I just feel like it's disrespectful. Like if I'm reacting to McNasty and then somebody comes to the channel talking about, oh, react to Deller. And I'm like, fam, this video ain't had nothing to do with Deller. There ain't no discussion, none of that whatsoever. Why? Like, for what reason? Or if it's the other way around. But I'm like, why disrespect the YouTuber that I'm reacting to like they're just non-existent? And then on top of that, it's like, okay, this is something that I paid attention to a lot, where it's like people that usually leave those comments don't ever say anything else besides react to this, react to this, react to... And I'm like, fam, I can very well react to whatever videos I want to like at one point in time. I remember when I think it was like when I did get into reaction videos, but even then I still was just going out of my way and just choosing whatever videos I wanted to react to. But there would be occasionally at times where I'll go through the comments and be like, oh, okay, let me just... But then once when I realized that that's all that those people were saying, it's like, you're not having no other conversation. Like, you're only coming through just to drop off some reaction requests. It's stuff like that where it's like, because how I see content creating, and I feel like a lot of people need to see it like that, but it's like, it's your community, what you got going on. Like, yeah, it can be a fan base, it can be, your support group, whatever, but it's literally a group of friends. When you sit down and look at like every aspect of the internet, from social media to forum pages to Twitch streams to YouTube channels, TikTok accounts, when you look at like the following, like even like, subreddits and stuff, but when you look at the following and then you look at how a community will come together on some stuff, like even think like on video games, like there's so many different things that can be, that could be used as an example. But it's like, for an example, the music community, like artists, like T-Pain, for an example. I'm positive and 100% that there's a group of people that are a fan of T-Pain, and they sit down and they, like, if he drops some new music, they'll see each other in the comment sections, or they'll just have that discussion in the comment sections where they're talking on him. But do you, like, honestly, to me, even when it's stuff like that where it's like, it's disrespectful, and that's like one of the main reasons why the one artist and his fan base, where it's like, I just can't get with that fan base and that artist, NBA Youngboy. It's so disrespectful when an artist drops a new album or drops a new single and you got people spamming in the comment section, YB is better, YB is better. If that's the case, then why is it that this artist has 1 million views and NBA Youngboy hadn't gained 1 million views? People are listening to that artist. They are not listening to NBA Youngboy. I'm saying it's stuff like that where it's like it makes you not want to ever listen to his music, because I'm like, fam, I don't know what you're saying to your fans to where they gotta act like that, but it's like, bro, stop. Like, let other people have their time to shine. But it's just, to me, it's just disrespectful, because it wouldn't have been no different. It would have been no different if, let's say, if people was going into NBA YoungBoy's videos, comment sections, and they're all like, oh, The Weeknd is better. Ice Cube is better. 6ix9ine is better. Ski Mask the Slump God better. All these other, like, you know, artists, but saying that they're better than NBA YoungBoy. Because honestly, I do think that eventually that's what it's gonna lead to. It's gonna lead to a bunch of fans from all different communities just going in his comment sections. And I'm telling you, it's gonna be a point in time where that he is gonna go off about that. I'm telling you, call like number the days, whatever you got to do. But eventually, at some point in time, I think that there will be an artist that blows up and people are going to try that same stuff. And that artist ain't going to be, it's probably going to lead into a beef between NBA YoungBoy and that artist and things. But I do feel like it's going to be a much more bigger artist. Because what, NBA YoungBoy, let's see how many followers he has on social media. Oh, he's not even on. Is he not on Twitter and Instagram? Nah, hold on for a second. Wow, he's not even on Instagram. He ain't even on Twitter either? Nah, let me check real quick. Ain't no way possible. Wow, he is not on any social media platforms and stuff. So that confuses me even more, because it's like, okay, well, it's like this man's not even on social media. It's like I don't know, maybe it's his record label or somebody that's like posting when he drops music, because I'm like, how do you guys even, when is he, I don't know, I ain't even gonna cross that bridge. But to me, like I was saying though, I just think that it's mad disrespectful when you're going into the comment sections of another person's YouTube channel and then you're talking about another YouTuber. Like, that's one thing where it's like, it's crazy how, like, on Twitch, like, YouTube, people just don't care on YouTube. And that's, like, one of the main reasons why I had to say, like, the Twitch community, in my opinion, is a lot better than the YouTube community. Because when you go on Twitch, you can set rules, you can set guidelines. Like, yeah, you'll get those occasional people that'll slip through the cracks and they'll try to, like, break them rules and stuff. Because, like, for an example, you could go there and tell somebody, like, no promos. Yeah, there'll be a lot of people that'll, like, see that and understand that and, you know, hear that out. And they're like, okay, I ain't gonna come here and start promoting myself or promoting other people and things. Or it's like, no racism, none of this. Like, there will be the occasional people that'll slip through the cracks and they'll be racist and they'll be, but that's the thing, they're gonna get banned. And if I have, like, rules and I just don't get, like, why on YouTube that there's none of that. Like, there's no, like, yeah, there's the YouTube rules and guidelines, but, like, for the creator themselves, like, there's none of that. And I just feel like that it's just like, it's a free world on YouTube versus with Twitch. It's like a little bit more of a controlled environment. Like, if you go on, and I had to say that's probably one of the number one reasons why, because of how controlled that environment is on Twitch. Like, you don't have to worry about people coming through, like, you know, spamming some stuff. Like, I feel like that, yeah, like I said though, but they'll get the occasionals, they'll slip through the cracks and things. But other than that, it's like, to me, I had to say Twitch, that community, it's a lot better. You'll have it where people will sit down and have a conversation with you and talk with you about whatever game you're playing or, you know, all that other stuff. But then, like, with YouTube, it's like, fam, you'll go on there, post a video of yourself playing whatever video game, and then you'll have somebody comment saying some stuff like, oh, play this game. Play this game. Or if you're, you know, collaborating with YouTubers, oh no, collaborate with this YouTuber, collaborate with this YouTube. It's like, how are you going to be that person to control that content creator and what their idea is of that particular video? Like, honestly, though, because, no, people don't want to sit down and answer questions like that. They want to just sit and argue with you about why I'm wrong. And I'm like, fam, I know I'm not the only one. If you ask any other content creator out there, who would you rather have in control of your content? Yourself or your fan base? Cause I guarantee that's why you see a lot of YouTubers where they're in control. Like there's probably some channels out there where they let the fans be in control and stuff of what goes on that. But how many times you see that versus how many times you see a content creator in control of what they're saying and what they're doing? I'm saying it's like people don't sit down and take the time to think about that. They'd rather just sit and argue with me about, oh no, this is what you should do. This is what you should. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna do what I feel like doing. Why? Because I'm comfortable with what I am doing. Like if you don't like it, fam, leave. Like it's stuff like that where it's like instead of arguing with me because you know you ain't gonna do what I ask you to do, so bro, leave. Because my thing is this, it's not like you're being like you're getting paid or it's like you got put in 2 weeks notice on my channel or any of this other extra stuff. You can leave at any given point in time, because my thing is this, if I know I'm not being listened to, if I know I'm not being heard, I'm not going to still continuously stay in that position or in that area. I'm out. Fam, do you know how many like friend groups I've walked out of, or just overall just people that I'm like, you know what? No, just I ain't gonna talk with you. I ain't gonna chill with you like until I'm being heard. Then it's like, okay, but if not, then it's like, fam, leave. Because my thing is this, all right, let's say if I was one of those type of fans where I went into people's comment sections, never sat down, took the time to watch. Only time I watch a video if it's going to be a debatable video, a video that I'm going to, but all these other, I'm saying, because I'm like, my thing is this, in the recent times of like, you know, like, let's say like the past few months of like, you know, all the different content that I've posted, I've like all across my YouTube channels, streaming content, TikTok videos, clips from like all my other YouTube channels. I'm saying it's like, you know, like like almost going across like almost all 43 of my YouTube channels. Like I posted non-stop content on there. I just recently posted a song. I posted a crap ton of podcast episodes. I stream literally twice a day on Twitch. And the one and only time you want to leave a comment, because no, it was funny because this the comment that the guy left early on my YouTube channel, and he was saying like, oh, I didn't know that you posted. He was like, you should post like things on promoting your Twitch. And I'm like, fam, I don't know how long I can tell you must have just subscribed today, because it was literally like 2-3 days ago. I posted across all of my social media platforms that I was live on Twitch playing Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. You mean to tell me you didn't see that, but you seen this video that stood out because you're all like, hey, well, I want to leave reaction requests. I don't think that's fair. How do you think I feel when it's like I'm posting all these different videos, all this different content? I'm saying I know everybody's not going to be able to sit down and watch all of my content. I know everybody's not going to be able to sit down and, you know, be able to join my streams. But I'm saying if I can put the effort into making videos to just keep like social media entertained, and I'm not saying that I upload some of the most top tier videos or the godly videos or whatever, you know, pedestal people want to place their videos to be on and things. I know I upload, it can probably be at the bare minimum or somewhere in like the average or a little bit above average of a good video. I know my videos isn't top tier videos, but at least I put in the effort to put those videos out. I'm saying days when I feel down and out, depressed, and feel like I don't even want to record, do nothing, I still put that effort in to record and post a video. You mean to tell me you can't join a stream? You can't leave a comment? You can't have some sort of discussion? And that's why I feel like the communication is so dead between me and my fans, but just with all of social media. You look at a lot of content creators out there where there'll be some content creators out there where it's like they'll have freaking like 10,000 subscribe or 10,000 followers on Twitch, yet only 30 people is in that stream. A YouTuber can have 20-something thousand people subscribe to them, but only a few of the 27,000 is watching. TikTok, it's like you'll have it where it's like what the D'Amelios like, or the one sister got like 100-something thousand or 100 million followers, and how many likes? Let's just see how many likes she has on her latest video. I gotta look her up because I ain't following her. So Charlie D'Amelio. She has 141 million followers, and her last video has 9 million views and 2 million likes, 22,000 comments, 61,000 shares or favorites, and 8,000 shares. So I'm saying, it's like, I just feel like that the communication, it's like if people are more active, or like if more so if the fans are more active, like if I recognize when a fan base is being active, it's like, bro, I forget making things like this. I'm like, bro, what videos do you guys want to see today? I'm like, because I already know the conversation is going to be good. I already know the conversation is going to be chill. But I ain't trying to hear no stuff all like, oh, we'll take in our reaction request and we'll leave. No, it ain't working like that. It is not working like that at all until I see some sort of effort or some. Because I'm saying there's people that I just met. Versus there'll be people that have been subscribed to me, following me for all this time, following me for years. You mean to tell me that somebody that I met, this year or last year can show up more? And it's crazy because there's one of my friends. Not even one. There's like multiple friends that I have on like Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, wherever and stuff, where it's like they can easily just go to my TikTok, like one of my videos, go on Instagram, like one of my posts, join my stream, go to my YouTube channel and watch one of my videos. I'm saying it trips me out. Like there's one of my friends, she literally works at a school. She'll make the time to either in the morning right before she's leaving or right before she's getting ready to go to sleep at night, where she can join my stream and have some sort of just gives me that comfort of like, hey, you're not alone here. Like, I'm joining your streams. I'm communicating with you. We sit here laughing, cracking jokes, talking about video games. See, it's things like that where it's like, or even if it's a person lurking in my stream, where it's like they'll come through and they'll lurk. Like, there's another one of my friends, like, I don't know what, I'm trying to think, I gotta ask her one of these days. I'm like, what do you do throughout the day? Because I'm like, there's been multiple times where another friend of mine where she'll come through the stream and she always lets me know that she's lurking. I'm saying, and then there's my mods. It was like, fam, I met both of my mods last year. I have not known these guys for a long period of time. I literally met them last year. It might have been like sometime around my birthday or maybe before that. I don't know. But followed one of them. Ended up meeting the other one. At some point in time, it was like, yeah, I remember I made the first one that I made her a mod, and then sometime after that, I made the other person a mod, and it's like, fam, the fact, because it's like they join my stream almost all the time. Like, even days where they've been down and out, even days where they've been going through it, it's like they like literally have like joined my stream. Because no, both of them are women. I think we all know like that issue that women have, that monthly issue. There's been times where the one mod has joined my stream while she's having that period of time. But jokes aside, it's like, fam, like where you can be on one of your days where it's like you're dealing with something like that and then you still make the time to join my stream. Like, there are people that's like, I've had it where it would have been like, there's a group of friends at their school sitting down at a lunchroom table watching my stream. I'm sitting here giving advice to the one about why he should ask this girl out. And it's like, I see things like that. What are some other times and moments and things? I'm saying, it's like, even if like my haters have made the time out of the day to join my stream. You mean to tell me somebody that you're claiming to be a fan, you claiming to be a supporter, but yet this is the one and only time you've commented on my video. This is the one and only time I've seen you on my channel. Fam, I don't even know if you've been subscribed for a long period of time. You mean to tell me that people that don't even like me, they'll sit down and make the time to make my life miserable, knowing that it's never gonna work, but they'll sit down and attempt that stuff? I'm saying, I have the guy it wasn't too long ago where I was talking about him. He was coming through my stream always saying toxic stuff. You mean to tell me he had the time in the day to join my stream, but somebody that's claiming to be a fan, you can't even do the bare minimum of liking a post that I make on social media? That's literally the bare minimum. Dropping a follow, because I'm saying it's stuff like that where it's like, if you're going to do things like that, and then you're gonna, like, not just show no love whatsoever, but you want me to listen to every request, because I did respond to that guy, and I just, just shut that whole thing down and things, but then this is also, like, kind of a longer response, and like I said, more thought out answer and stuff, but I guarantee if I would have responded to him saying, well, what videos you want me to react to? This dude probably would have had a long list of videos he would have wanted me to react to. But I just said, oh, okay. Like, if I was one of those people that just buckled under pressure and was just all like, oh, okay, well, I don't want to get any more comments like this, so I'm going to just start listening to people's reaction requests. So many. I guarantee, I promise you, I should put it to the test just to be like, oh, hey, like, this is, a video. If you want to comment a reaction request, comment it down below and things, just to see how many people will comment on that video. But other than that, if I make a post saying, hey, I'm live on Twitch, or hey, shout out to one of my friends on Twitch, or on YouTube, or on TikTok, follow me on TikTok, follow me on my other social media platforms, follow one of my other YouTube channels, dead silence. Absolutely nothing. I ain't hearing anything from any of these people, but I'm supposed to sit down and listen to them, but they can't even sit down and take the time to hear what I have to say on things. And they wonder why I sit down and I make podcast episodes and videos like this. Because I'm saying, if there ain't no communication, if it's only going to be a one-way street where I just take in it, all these different things, and then it's just all these people just saying all these different things, but I'm not allowed to go or do or say nothing, all I just got to do is just sit down, shut up, and listen to what people have to... Nah, bro. That's not going to work. So it's like, either come up with something else, or let's just have some sort of communication where it's like, if I post a video, let's sit down and talk about that video. If I'm posting a video, because I'm saying, I just recently posted a video where I was talking on the girl that dumped her ex-boyfriend's mother's ashes in the lake. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the things that, like, some of my most viewed videos. You can leave comments talking about that. I'm saying, there's so much effort that a person can put in, but if you choose not to put in that effort, why should the content creator listen to or put in the effort to take in your requests? When he or she can very well put in the effort of doing other things. So I'm saying, it's like, because my thing is this, that's a perfect thing to say and to end this off. If you're going to put in the effort to do other things, I'm going to put in the effort to do other things. But if we put in effort for each other, that's the only way that a good fan-based content creating relationship could happen. But if it's going to be some dumb stuff where it's like, oh, all you guys want to do is sit and argue with me instead of just hearing what I have to say, it's like, bro, it's never going to, it's going to probably be months down the road where I make another podcast episode like this or make a YouTube video like this. But if there ain't going to be no efforts, like, towards each other, I'm like, fam, I ain't even hearing it. So, anyways, yeah, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to all my 43 YouTube channels and follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram, and TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you're purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. And then that's another thing that I want to, like, now I'm going to end this off. And P.S., imagine if an artist is on stage, right? Imagine if an artist is on stage and the fans are putting in no effort to show that artist some love. You think that artist is going to want to perform in that town again or perform even right then and there at that moment? Because I'm saying, me, if I'm an artist and I'm performing and I'm all hyped up and I'm jumping around, I'm pointing at people, throwing my hand out to get high fives, and I'm seeing no effort. These guys is looking like literally like Children of the Corn or Damned, whichever one, where the kids was just standing still, just looking weird. If I'm seeing people in the crowd acting like that, I'm like, fam, I'm out of here. I'm like, I'm leaving, because this is crazy. I'm like, I'm out here performing, and you guys ain't even doing nothing, but I'm supposed to continue on performing. I perform one song, and I'm out, all right? So, anyways, yeah. Now I'm going to end this off. Thank you guys for tuning in for to today's episode. Stay tuned for the next episode, and peace.